So I am sitting at the put-in for Section 4 on the Chattooga, and I am really thinking about, or actually I'm calling myself out on not walking my talk, so to speak, because I teach my students in kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, health coaching, the importance of accepting what is and you know, being okay with where you're at, like in your process, and not comparing yourself to others. But what I'm doing sitting here is seeing everyone's slicey boats and being like, oh, I could have brought my slicey boat. You know, of course, like Section 4 is awesome for slicey boats. And I brought my Nomad today with me. I went back and forth last night and then this morning about, do I bring my Rewind, do I bring my Nomad? And this is just process in my head. And where I'm at is that I would, because of my swim last weekend, and because it was on an overnight, and my husband was in a canoe and we had our dog with us on Section 4, so there was a lot more going on. And in case you didn't see my swim from the previous weekend, here it is. Knowing that it's important for me to take a step back, and what that means is bringing my Nomad, a floaty boat that you know, is designed to stay on top of the water and resurfaces amazingly and boofs really well. And you know, the downside of that is that there's not as much stern squirting and playing and all that good stuff. But the other thing is that I am, you know, kind of being hard on myself about, you know, why didn't I bring a slicey boat? Why, like, all these other people are in slicey boats, and I'm noticing my own resistance to my own resistance, and afraid of like what people will think, and also the shoulds of like, I'm totally good enough to paddle a slicey boat on this river for sure, and I know that. So just noticing all that and just being real with you all that, yeah. So I guess part of walking my talk is making this video and sharing, and yeah, I'm gonna get out there in my Nomad and see how it goes, and allow myself to drop the comparison and to have my own, and as my friend Casey says, playing my own game out here. And I think that's so important for all of us to remember. All right, I'll check back in later. Okay, so now I am above Woodall, and Andrew just did the ferry, but I'm not really feeling it, so I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna go right, because that's what I want to do. That's my class fun. Here we are above entrance at Five Falls, and I've been thinking a lot about who I want to be, and I want to be someone who's focused and confident and breathing and looking where I want to go, knowing that I have the skills to do it. So that's what I'm focusing on. So I just got a redemption run on Soc Em Dog, and I actually meant to video beforehand, before running it, but I didn't because Andrew had my phone. And so I really took my time and breathed a lot. And I realized actually that my line assessment from last weekend didn't help me out, partially because I relied too much on my husband's beta, and most of the time it's pretty good. It's really good, but it was a little incomplete for what I needed. And so 2 things that I learned. One, a reminder to like just get out and look when I need to, or ask for more beta. Actually, I didn't like my line of corkscrew, and I walked up and ran it again, and that was really helpful. And then running this, like, I just feel like a weight is off my shoulders, and partially it's because I'm too hard on myself. And I know that a lot of you also can relate to that. So sometimes we have to look at ourselves. I tell folks all the time, don't be so hard on yourself, and yet I am hard on myself. And again, so today, like, walking my talk of accepting what is, and I'm really glad I brought the Nomad, because it again gave me a little grace and confidence, and I'm stoked. The other thing I'm noticing is, like, just, I talk a lot about equanimity, okay? And so it's not about getting too stoked or too down on myself. And I feel like I've done an okay job with that this week around this, but always more awareness to be cultivated. All right, I'm signing out.